Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how I load my kayak onto my roof rack. But before I do that, I would like to show you my system here. First of all, my car already came with these bars. These are the crossbars. Okay, the ones I have are Malone. On top of that, I do not want my kayak to sit on here. I want some type of cushion. So these are some wraps that I bought for my my bar. They're removable. Okay, you can remove them and put them back on. On the other side, I have a set of foldable J-racks, also Malone. I only use those J-racks if I'm taking two kayaks. It's easier for me to just load my kayak flat on here. So I have a Tarpon 100, Wilderness System Tarpon 100. And I have this gadget here, which I'm sure some of you have already seen on my other videos. If not, you have seen them before. I always carry a towel because I need to make sure that my glass is nice and dry and clean, or this will not stick. Okay, these are suctions. So first thing I do, set it where I want, where there's enough flat glass, and then lock it in. Set the other one. This one is not set, you see? You'll know when it's set because there you go. You have to force pushing them down. It is set. It's not going anywhere, okay? So this roller here, as you can see, my kayak is I'm gonna bring the front of my kayak here, and I'm just gonna roll it onto my roof rack. Now, most SUVs have this lip here, as you can see. Trust me, you don't want to be leaning your kayak on here. This is plastic, like many other parts of the cars. So if you keep leaning it on here, you will break this, crack it. See, it's just plastic. So this here is going to go above this so that when your kayak goes on, it won't touch it. Okay? And most SUVs also have the shark fin, like I call it. And you don't want to lean your kayak on that either when you're loading it. So what I do, I always slant my kayak, making sure that the bottom, or the back part, excuse me, is more or less where you want it to be, which is like the middle. Okay, so when you lift the front, this is just going to stand up and fall right here. Okay, so you're going to go on that side, the front part of the kayak, the bow, and you're going to lean your kayak on the floor. You're not going to lift the entire kayak. Half the weight of the kayak is going to be in the back. Okay, so what I do is I lift it. Okay, notice how it's on the floor down there, and notice how this isn't even heavy, but I have it set to a place where I know that when I set it down here, it's going to be right there. You see that? It is perfectly lined up the way I want it to be. Now, did this happen overnight? Absolutely not. Practice, practice, practice. So at the beginning it was very difficult because I couldn't figure out, and I was dragging the kayak. So I figured out that if I slanted it and put it on the floor there, The floor or the ground would hold most of the weight. And my kayak is just leaning right here. It's not on the lip, and it's not on the mirror. I've heard people say that, oh, I just put a carpet on here. That's fine, but still the weight of the kayak is going on this plastic, which can crack. So then I come to the back. Always hold your kayak. So that was another thing. I kept releasing the kayak and it would flip back over and fall. So I just make sure I keep my hands on the kayak at all times. I have the back handle here, so I'm going to pick it up through the back. Notice my other hand. I never let go my kayak. And I'm going to lift it. And now I am holding it here on my leg. Okay? No weight. Probably what, 5 pounds? Then I am going to push it up. See how it goes up like a rocket? Why is it up like a rocket? I don't want it touching the shark fin. So then, that's it. And you have your kayak on your roof. I use the handles to center it in between my crossbars. Okay? It's more or less in the center. In another video, I will show you how to tie it down. So then, once you're done, you take this, take the other side, and release. And just put it in your car. And there you have it. That's how you load a kayak without breaking your back. Practice. Ladies, you can do it. I know you can do it. I have a bad back and a bad arm, and I can do it. But yes, it took me practice. When I first got my kayak 3 years ago, I would just practice right here in my backyard, in my driveway. And I didn't go out until I got this mastered, because I didn't want to look like a fool out in public kayaking. And then when I got back, oh, could you help me please? I can't lift my kayak. You don't know if there's going to be anybody to help you. Just in case there isn't, then you already know how to do it yourself. I hope this helps. Stay tuned for my other video on how to tie down your kayak.